You said you was gonna pay for the wig. Okay, pay me for the fucking wig before we make this into something different.
What do you mean?
Cause I would, girl, you don't know who I am and you don't know how I get down. Pay me for the wig, or there's gonna be an issue. You not paying for the wig?
Girl, I'm gonna pay you for the wig.
Oh, okay.
I already sent you the deposit.
Oh, okay. What you're not gonna do is talk to me crazy in my house. You're gonna pay me. Thank you. I don't even know how much this is, but you could get the fuck out. You fucking weird ass bitch. And that's why you dance, bitch. Like, get the fuck out.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We are back with another reaction. This time we have a situation in which a hairstylist and customer got beef, and apparently the hairstylist beat up the customer. I'm not sure. Let's figure this all out together.
You said you was gonna pay for the wig. Okay, pay me for the fucking wig before we make this into something different.
What do you mean?
Cause I would, girl, you don't know who I am and you don't know how I get down. Pay me for the wig, or there's gonna be an issue. You not paying for the wig?
Girl, I'm gonna pay you for the wig.
Oh, okay.
I already sent you the deposit.
Oh, okay.
You're the one who's getting aggressive.
Okay. I'm not getting aggressive. You're the one asking 500 different questions like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What you're not gonna do is talk to me crazy in my house. You're gonna pay me. Thank you. I don't even know how much this is, but you could get the fuck out. You fucking weird ass bitch. And that's why you dance, bitch. Like, get the fuck out.
Oh, that's why you funny.
Okay, bitch, I'm young and turn and you're old as shit. Bye. You're old as shit. Bye.
So let me read this. And I've actually went over the clips. I tried to blind react to most content, but I actually had to look at this content already to figure everything out. This first clip right here is POV from the hairstylist that's styled by Jay Way up at the top. Let me read the caption. Don't come inside my house and think you gonna talk to me crazy. That's why you got beat, bitch. I told you to leave multiple times and you didn't leave, so I whooped your ass.
But you could get the fuck out. You fucking weird ass bitch. And that's why you dance, bitch. Like, get the fuck out.
Oh, that's why you funny.
Okay, bitch, I'm young and turn and you're old as shit. Bye. You're old as shit. Bye.
So this is actually the chick that went to get her hair done.
So y'all, I just came to do this story time now after everything just happened because like this shit is crazy. Do y'all see my face? When do I ever look like this? So story time how I went to a hairstylist and she basically set me up and stole my money and was like mad because I was asking her questions about how she was doing my hair. So yeah, but first I'm gonna just put in some clips of my face close up so you guys could see like how she attacked, like how bad she attacked me. Like she literally, like I was trying to walk out. Let me just show the pictures first and then I'm gonna tell the story.
Okay, she got some cuts and bruises. Oh yeah, she definitely got off in your ass.
Okay, y'all, now that y'all seen the pictures and stuff, yeah, so I decided to book her because I got referred to her by somebody that I work with, and I seen her hair and her hair looked really good. But like me, when I go get my hair done and stuff, if it's a new hairstylist, that's anybody, any service, anything I'm going to do, I'm gonna ask you questions like, oh okay, you don't do this, oh okay, you don't do that, like as I see you doing the hair. So from when I first walk in the door, I could already feel like her energy was not like, it was not like in a good space. Like she was like being very passive aggressive. You could tell like she had an attitude. I asked her like questions like, oh, like I asked her how old she was. She said she was 20. I'm 23, so it's not much of an age difference. And I just told her like, oh wow, she's young. And I told her like she's young, like, and she's doing her thing, that's nice. And I told her like I like her hair. I was giving her mad compliments the whole time. So like, but she was just being like unreceptive to everything, and it was just like I could just tell. So at one point I just went quiet, and then like, so I asked her, I had noticed like she doesn't use a wig cap. Not all stylists use a wig cap, and not all stylists will use it, but I just asked her because like, you know, sometimes hairstylists will put if in their service like if they use wig caps or not. She doesn't put that in her service. And look at it, like she glued my edges down. And when I asked her like, oh,
look at them, woo! Traction alopecia, man. Be talking about this, man. These women be addicted to wigs and weave, and look how she ain't got no edges. Them edges is gone, child. But yeah, putting that, and I ain't no beautician or anything like that. At least I know putting that wig glue directly on your hair can't be a good thing.
When I asked her, oh, you got glue in my hair, she just said, oh, it'll come out when you put alcohol in it. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. So, you know, that was kind of like strike two, because when I first got there, she had dyed my wig wrong. I asked her for dark brown roots on the 613 wig that she was dyeing. She gave me like super light highlighted brown roots. I didn't want that. So I guess she was already kind of aggravated because she had to go back and re-dye the hair. But it's just like, you know, if you didn't dye it right and you asked me if I liked it or not, what do you want me to lie and say I like it? No, I'm gonna say I don't like it. And it's the same thing for like, oh, if you're doing a service, I'm gonna ask you questions while you're doing the service. Like, I have every right to ask a question. So at the end, I asked her another question because she was spraying water in the hair, and the hair is not wet and wavy. It's not nothing. It's straight. It's a 613 straight wig. So I just asked her, I'm like, oh, what's that in the hair? She said, oh, I like to put water in the hair to better mold the hair. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not complaining to her. Like, the whole time I'm not giving her an attitude. I'm not snapping on her, nothing. So after I asked her that last question, she gonna say to me, oh, do we have a problem? Like, are you cool? Because I could snatch this wig off your head right now. I was just like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just asking you a question. She's like, yeah, I know, but you've been asking me questions this whole time. Like, I don't know what I'm doing and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, girl, I just asked you a question. Like, what's the problem? And then she's like, no, because, yeah, I could rip this wig off your head right now. I'm like, all right, so you keep threatening me. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pay you for the wig, but you don't have to continue to install my hair. It's cool. You don't have to continue to install my hair. And here is a clip of at the end of what happened. And I'm going to come back. So I'm going to put this clip in and I'm going to come back. Why would I shut the fuck up when I'm getting my hair done? Why would I shut the fuck up when I'm getting my hair done? Why would I? Yes, you did. Why would I? But why would I shut the fuck up if I don't know, like we can, yeah, we're gonna record. You're gonna get paid for the wig.
Is there a reason why you're even still in my house?
What do you mean? I'm paying you. Yeah. What do you mean? Do we?
You don't know who I am. You don't know how I get down.
Girl, I'm gonna pay you for the wig. Are you? I've already sent you a deposit. You're the one who's getting aggressive because you clearly don't. You are. You've been getting aggressive. You've been getting aggressive. You've been getting aggressive. You've been getting aggressive. Here, take the money. What's your like the hell?
That's why you dance, bitch.
Oh, that's why you was 20. You was 20 and you shitty. You was 20, you shitty, and you insecure. You shitty ass bitch. Nah, I'm not all my.
Okay, so that clip that she just showed, I can tell because I got an eye for video. That was her angle from this clip earlier when they got into it when she was at her house. One, I don't think she was robbed because she said she gave her the money for the wig. She just didn't install it. So I do think robbed may be a bit of an exaggeration, but this is this woman's side of the story. And we're going to get the other woman's side as well so we can kind of make a determination and figure out who's right and who's wrong in this ghetto affair.
Okay, so you see at the end of the video, I'm walking out the door. The wig, the hairband is on me. As I'm proceeding to walk out the door, this girl runs up and literally attacks me, like she hits me. And it's just like, at the end of the day, you're not about to sit here and say mad crazy stuff to me and I'm not going to say nothing back. Like, and you're not going to continue to try to antagonize me while I'm walking out. I'm walking out and I'm going to say what I need to say as I'm walking out, and that's going to be it. Mind you, I already had paid her. I gave her the money. In the video, you can see that I tossed the money out of my hand and I paid her already. So basically, you waited till after I paid you to assault me because you were frustrated that me as a client was asking you questions.
And she made a couple points right there. I forgot about that. The young lady did assault her. So usually the person that assaults someone is usually in the wrong. But she said something else there. And I saw it in those two clips as well when they both were recording each other when she was asking her to leave. She says, I'm still going to talk my shit basically. So what it tells me is that in that situation where it seems like things were getting heated and more importantly, you were in someone else's home, you probably should have left without talking no shit. But she did what a lot of women typically do, and that's that I gotta have the last word. I gotta talk some shit, and you're not gonna tell me, salute the messy Michonne. I'ma tell you. So many women suffer from that. I'm gonna tell you. So that's what it kind of sounds like to me, but
that just don't make no sense. But yeah, follow for part 2 if y'all want to know the rest of what happened, because yeah, it's a lot. And yep, I'm definitely fouling report against her. I'm definitely pressing charges, and I will be posting the charges and everything. And I just suggest, like, y'all don't go to this girl. Do not go to her. She beats people up for asking too many questions. If that's how you want to go get your hair done, you know, then do that. But I wouldn't go to anybody that gets mad and because you're asking questions about how they're doing your hair. Just because someone books you and they like your craft doesn't mean that when they get in your presence and are receiving your service, it doesn't mean they won't question your service still. They're going to want to know about your service. That's the whole point of people booking you, to learn more about your service and to receive the service. So yes, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I'll just say, don't book Jaway, don't book Madison, don't book her. Don't book her.
Looking at this DM, this is a message from the hairstylist to the chick that she beat up. And it reads, "Bish, what the F is your problem? You got beat the F up. Take the L. Nobody attacked or robbed you. You lying ass bitch. Come back and get another ass whooping. Loser ass old bitch." And it's funny because when they were going back and forth, she said, "You a stripper?" And she said, "Well, you're 20. And she called her old bitch, and they're 23 and 20 years old. But anyway, this DM kind of goes along with what I said earlier, that it don't sound like you was robbed. I'm not saying you wasn't assaulted. It didn't sound like you were robbed though. But this is actually going to be young lady who's the hairstylist responding. I haven't watched this clip yet.
So y'all, I just came to do the story time now after everything that's happened because like this shit's crazy. They asked me my face, when do I ever look like this? So story time how I went to a hairstylist and she basically set me up and stole my money and was like mad because I was asking her questions about how she was doing my hair.
Okay, so I'm gonna break this story from beginning to end since we're online spreading false accusations about me, my character, and my business. Everything started off cool, dandy, as normal. I opened the door for her. She came in, but I noticed almost immediately the smell of alcohol and how she was definitely under the influence of something. But I let her in, paid it no mind. She came on in like any other client, and this service started as normal. As soon as she sits down in my chair, she's looking around my house like, "Oh, this is such a nice place. Top and bottom floor. Wow, this is nice. Yeah, this is lit. Blase, blase, blase. Oh, do you have kids? Oh, you have such a nice body. You should dance. Are you a stripper?" But I don't have any problem with that profession or anybody who is in that profession. Where my problem lies is the fact that the second or third thing that you say to me is sexualizing my body inside of my home, and I don't know you, which makes me feel super uncomfortable. She said my answers were passive aggressive, but I never got that type of question before from anyone, let alone a client, and I believe that that is pretty unprofessional to be even sexualizing a service provider. So I shut that conversation down. That's not me being passive aggressive, but I had to stop the conversation because I didn't like the way it was going. I was uncomfortable and I just wanted to complete the service and let her do her own thing. So then boom, right? She asked to use the bathroom. I said, "Go ahead, no problem." She goes into the bathroom, y'all. Why she pee in my toilet? Didn't even flush the toilet. Didn't wipe herself. Nothing. So see right there, that's already my third straw. But mind you, through all of this, I'm still keeping my composure, still being respectful and professional, mind you. Now, this is when she comes sit back down and I show her the wig and she was like, "This is not really the color I'm going for. Let's change the color." Now, me as a stylist, I'm never going to let any of my clients leave with something that they don't want or like. So I proceeded to dye the wig with no hesitation. I didn't give her any attitude, any passive aggressiveness or anything. She said, "Dye it." So that's what I did. After I dyed the wig, I showed her how it came out and she loved it. She said, "Let's go ahead and install it." So after she said she loved the color, she sits back down in a chair, and before I can even get the process going, she opens up her phone, opens up TikTok, opens up Instagram, starts taking all types of videos, selfies, me in the background. Like, come on, girl. Which I don't mind because I love when my clients come in and do content. But it's the fact that you're on my floor, rolling around and playing with my client who clearly is running away from you. So my last straw was when she literally ducked her head. As soon as I was going to put the wig on her head, she literally ducked her head all the way underneath the chair. At this point, she's on the floor trying to get my cat's attention and play with my cat again for the second time. So then that's when I proceeded to tell her, "We do not have to do this service. If you like, we can remove this wig and you can leave." Because multiple times I told her during the appointment, all of this fidgeting, all of this moving around is not going to be, it's not going to work for this appointment. Like, I have
She was on the ground trying to chase your cat around while you trying to do her hair?
to be able to do your hair. On top of all of that, you came drunk and asking me inappropriate questions. So on top of that, I just feel uncomfortable. So we're back at the part where I told her to leave. This is when she becomes aggressive. She literally is now sitting up in my face, waving her hands, saying God knows what. Her phone was charging on my island in my kitchen. So therefore she stood up. That's how she ended up in my face because I don't want to hear nothing say she was sitting down. No, she was not. So she stood up, got her phone off the charger, and then that's when she sits down and starts recording. That's the video that you guys are seeing online. As you can see in the video, you can see how she's trying to victimize herself, saying, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" When I already told her multiple times to leave my house before this recording. So what do you mean? What do I mean? I asked you to leave. That's when you guys heard me say, "Shut the fuck up." Let's be real here for a second. Why would I tell my clients to shut the fuck up? I was only saying that into reference because of the person who referred her came in, got her service done, and left without no problems. You can ask her, she didn't get beat up. But she decided to clip up the video and make it seem like I told her to shut the fuck up, which never happened. After that, she got up, threw the money at me, so that debunks any robbing situations, throws the money at me, and starts walking towards the door. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, finally, she's about to leave. After like the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times I done told her to leave, she doesn't. She just stands by the door and proceeds to yell and scream and cuss inside of my home. That's when I asked her, why are you still here? Are you going to leave? She proceeds to say, no. So this is when I call my best friend.
So then she calls me, and then all I hear is, are you going to leave? And then she's like, no, I'm not going nowhere, and just starts cussing and doing all the fucking extra shit. So then I'm hearing glass break, like all this just destruction, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm repeatedly hearing my best friend say, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. And then my thing is, she's going on here saying that she got attacked and everything else like that, but if you got attacked and you felt as threatened, you wouldn't have stayed to help someone find their phone. Because in the midst of this, my best friend had me in her hand and called me, had me in her hand, and then the phone dropped. And then after the whole altercation, she literally helped her find the phone. So it's just like, if you are that like threatened and that scared, you wouldn't help somebody find their phone. You would get the fuck out of there. So it's just like, you wanted to fight, you engaged in the fight, like you literally engaged it. I don't think anybody that is threatened is gonna do that. And yeah, like she just wants clout. She's alternating a fucking narrative that don't even fucking make sense. Like, she's literally showing y'all what she wants y'all to see, and y'all are just fucking believing it. Like, I don't get that part. And then I even was saying exactly what I'm saying on here in the fucking comments of her video on her Instagram, and she literally blocked it, deleted the things. Like, she knows that she's dead ass wrong, and her whole persona is just wanting to be a fucking baddie and all this other bullshit. Like, girl, she just wants the fucking clout, and she's trying to fucking take it and run with it. Like, this shit didn't turn out how she's saying. She fucking was antagonizing the whole thing, came in here sloppy fucking drunk. Like, who even does that?
And for all the ones that got an issue with me not using a wig cap, that's exactly why you and your mother don't have edges. Because a quick little TikTok search, you know, that little search bar right about here, you can see the pros and cons using a wig cap versus without. Do your own research. I don't feel the need to explain myself. And for the people who say that she could sue me and take me to jail for being unlicensed, this incompetent ass. But I will be taking actions, the proper precautions, because she did intrude, trespass, and hit me. So yeah. And for y'all in the back saying I should have called the cops, I live in Philadelphia. I don't know where the fuck y'all commenting from, but here in Philly, the cops are not gonna get here until me and the bitch make up. 2 hours done passed. We could have watched the kissing booth together. So therefore, I did what I had to do. I felt threatened, and you're in my home unwillingly. So I made her get out. But anyway, that bitch is a liar. So I fucking believe in her. Come book style by J-Way. Book style by J-Way.
Always come back, and we don't treat none of them like this. We treat
Nobody.
all the clients good. That bitch is lying. She just wants clout, and that's
Clout chaser. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout ass bitch. Go.
Well, this is what I think. I don't really care about what your best friend says. She wasn't there. We're going to make a determination right now. We in Cooper's court. Here's what I think. There's 3 sides to a story. Hers, and the truth. And the truth is usually right there in the middle. I don't think she was robbed. I think they got into it. She gave her money. And she said, I'm leaving. And while she was leaving, she was talking her shit. She was talking her shit because, like she said earlier, you're not going to stop me from having an opinion. And I have the ability to state my opinion, so I'm going to state it. And it's also Philly. We talk about street chicks as well. But one of the things about the hood street shit is you have to know your surroundings. And by surroundings, I mean you're playing on the away field. You're at someone else's home. You're not in your house. You're in someone else's spot. So if they tell you to leave, you probably should leave. And I don't believe the hairdresser when the hairdresser says the other lady got in her face when she was trying to fight. I don't believe so. I believe she was talking her shit, but she was talking her shit while she was walking. But she didn't walk away fast enough, and I believe the hairdresser let that Philly come out of her, and she beat her ass because she wouldn't leave. And I'm not saying she didn't give her ample opportunity. Who knows? She probably did tell her to leave 5, 6, 7 times. And the other chick was still standing there talking shit. Like, here, I'm going to pay you, but let me have the last word because you're not going to tell me. And she ended up getting her ass whooped about it. So that's my determination. Cooper's court has been adjourned. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do Better Squad. Fall out.